Daniel's Bow Bites is the easiest choice you'll make. Because when you're on the go, nothing beats bite-sized hand-breaded chicken. Try them with our new peach honey pepper sauce. It's bow time.
Whether you are an equestrian, outdoor enthusiast, or want to experience something new, come see the 109th Annual Aiken Horse Show from March 28th through March 30th in Hitchcock Woods. Bring your own picnic lunch, visit concessions, or reserve a ticket for a catered lunch to watch the show in the Hitchcock tent. The Aiken Horse Show is the signature fundraising event for the Hitchcock Woods Foundation, retaining its rustic charm as one of the foremost equestrian competitions in Aiken. Come join us and have fun enjoying this century-old Aiken tradition.
Get the latest video in one click at WJBF.com. The Live 5 for 6 Skyview Network, sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai.
After a stormy Sunday, the luck of the Irish has brought us much nicer weather today. It's sunny and dry, but definitely much cooler with highs only in the 60s. Tonight we'll drop down into the mid-30s, but warmer weather is on the horizon. I'll have all those details coming up.
Live from Television Park, this is WJBF News Channel 6 at 5:30.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dee Griffin. Thanks so much for joining us on News Channel 6 at 5:30. Topping today's headlines, the opioid crisis hitting the nation and Aiken County hard. A new plan called the Opioid Abatement Community Action Plan focuses on expanding treatment, prevention, and recovery programs. South Carolina lawmakers are pushing to update a bill that helps protect children from abuse. For homicide by child abuse cases, the bill would raise the age of protection from 11 years old all the way up to 18 years old. We'll have these highlights and headlines and more at 6, but first, coverage you can count on continues with the White House defending controversial deportation flights. Now, over the week, a woman accused of starting the Carolina forest wildfires taking to social media saying she didn't start it on purpose. Alexandra Beloso was arrested earlier this month and charged with negligently allowing fire to spread to lands of another. Witnesses say they saw her start the fire in a pit in her backyard. The South Carolina Forestry Commission claims that she didn't have a water source readily available. Her lawyer disagrees.
We still haven't figured out where this thing originated from. But after they've lied about 2 circumstances and 2 pieces of evidence that she didn't have a hose and she didn't have gardening tools, anything's open for debate at this point.
That fire is now 75% contained, remaining at 2,059 acres. Sunday's storm damaged a city in northwest Georgia. Cleanup is underway in Dallas, Georgia, after the massive storm cut a deadly path through the mid-Atlantic and the southeast early Sunday morning. The storm took down trees and left a lot of debris behind. Storms in western part of North Carolina killed 2 children after a tree fell on their home. Officials say it happened early yesterday morning in the city of Brevard as a strong line of storms moved through the area. Fire rescue crews were called to the home just after 3:30 in the morning. They say there was a 3-foot wide tree uprooted and had fallen on the trailer, trapping 2 children in their bedroom.
They saw a single wide trailer that had, for lack of a better term, been cut in half with a tree. And the survivors from the house indicated that there were 2 children that were still trapped inside the house.
Firefighters say it took 3 hours to recover the 2 children, one an 11-year-old, the other a 13-year-old. Well, it's time now for a first look at the forecast with Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Tracci, and hopefully we don't have any storms like that heading our way anytime soon.
Yeah, it was definitely a busy Sunday morning. Meteorologist Sherry Shealy and I were tracking those storms with you, and we had several severe thunderstorm warnings across the CSRA and 5 tornado warnings. Here's a look at those official damage reports. You can see it's mostly tree damage, primarily in Burke County and then also over towards Barnwell County. We also had a swath of around 2 to 4 inches of rain over just a short period of time, and that led to some flooding down there in far southwestern Burke County as well. Now, it's possible that we could have had a tornado come through Burke County and Barnwell counties as well. Check out this photo sent in by Barry and Penny Langford. This is a shot of their backyard, and you can see the tree damage there. This is around the Sweetwater community near Snelling in Barnwell County. Now, it's not official yet that a tornado touched down, but we did have that rotation around 7:15 a.m. right around Snelling where this photo was taken, and this actually started back across the border in Burke County. This was 7:08 a.m. and then it crossed into Barnwell County. Now, it's possible possible we could have had 2 tornado touchdowns. If we did, they were likely very weak, around an EF0. The National Weather Service is currently out surveying that damage, and we will keep you updated. But right now on our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam, beautiful blue skies for this St. Patrick's Day. It's breezy, winds coming out of the northwest up to around 15 miles per hour, and it's around 15 degrees cooler than yesterday, so no more 80s for now. We're back down into those middle 60s, so definitely some heat relief, but it is going to be warming up again soon. High pressure's in control. That's going to keep us sunny and dry. For the rest of your evening, we'll be down to the low 50s, and we could even see some patchy frost development tomorrow morning. I'll have all those details, plus a look at your first day of spring forecast coming up. But back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. New data on retail sales are out today. Raphael Warnock says Georgia has the lowest home ownership rate in the Southeast, and he wants to change that. The lawmaker has introduced 3 bills: Down Payment Toward Equity, Rent Relief, and American Housing and Economic Mobility Act to build nearly 3 million new housing units. The goal of these bills is to help subsidize a percentage of the rent costs for low to middle class Americans and provide down payment fee funding.
Last year, we actually saw the largest increase in rental costs in a decade, while the share of first-time home buyers reached an all-time low. We have a housing availability and affordability crisis in this country, and I'm especially concerned about young Americans and their ability to pay rent.
23 senators are supporting and co-sponsoring Senator Warnock's home affordability bill. In South Carolina, the Upstate Better Business Bureau says disputes over home improvement projects have reached record highs. Last year, disputes cost homeowners upwards of $100,000. Officials say you should get everything in writing when hiring a home improvement contractor. That includes the scope of the project, materials required, the subcontractors involved, and any permits that may be needed. You should also have a termination clause in the contract and make sure all parties agree to the terms before signing off.
One thing you want to make sure is you ask about a lien waiver. And what a lien waiver is a statement by your contractor that says that all of their subcontractors have been paid in full. So that way, if anything arises in the future, if there's any disagreement about what contractor got paid or whatever it may be, you can always refer back to that lien waiver.
Better Business Bureau says homeowners should wait until the project is complete before paying in full. You can reach out to the State Attorney General's office and the Federal Trade Commission if you have any issues. The South Carolina Department of Public Health is asking residents for help in tracking the West Nile virus. Officials say the disease is transmitted when mosquitoes feed on infected birds. A high rate of birds infected indicates an increase in certain areas. The DPH is asking residents to submit recently deceased cows or crows, blue jays, finches, and other songbirds that don't appear to have injuries. For more information on how to safely collect the birds, you can visit the DPH website. The organization will accept dead birds now until November 30th. Well, coming up, a robot run store, astronaut's final trip home, and more in What's Trending.
And over the next 3 days, we'll see a variety of temperatures. Nice sunny skies for now, but we'll be tracking some showers moving in Thursday. I'll have all the details coming up.
This week,
Countersinking showers, where quality meets innovation.
Fly direct to Washington, D.C. from Augusta Regional Airport.
Welcome back, everyone. It's time now for a look at what's trending. Relief has arrived for 2 NASA astronauts stranded on the International Space Station for 9 months. And that's right, they've been up there. The SpaceX capsule docked last night, 29 hours after blasting off from the Kennedy Space Center. The 4 newcomers will spend a few days learning the space station. Then Butch Wilmore and Sonny Williams will finally get to come home. Their original mission was only supposed to last 1 week. That was 9 months ago. Last June, they were test pilots for Boeing's new Starliner capsule, which had propulsion system problems. NASA decided it was safer to return with the SpaceX crew. They're set to splash down tomorrow evening. That's always cool to watch when they come back. That is really cool. Well, a convenience store that's open 24/7 thanks to robots. Our buddy Rich DeMiro takes a look.
Move over, big box stores.
No employees, open 24 hours a day. Safe and secure shopping for the consumer.
VenHub is a self-contained, fully automated convenience store run by robots.
It's never been done in the history of the world.
Created by former Amazon employees, VanHub automates the entire shopping process.
The unattended retail in the next 10 years will be the dominating force of the retail world.
This is one of their first locations on a busy street in North Hollywood. The store looks like a shipping container, brightly lit with shoppable products on display.
Families come by and walk by and they see the experience. That has a lot of flavor to it.
So first things first, I download the app. Let's open it up. And I can see all the different things that are for sale. Swedish fish, $1.29. The price is reasonable. Maybe find something for my sweet tooth here. I do like these nerd gummy clusters, so I'm going to purchase those. A few taps to check out, and then the robots get to work. Yeah, I see the robots springing into action. It's going to grab my gummy nerds. Inside, it's a well-choreographed dance. Dual robots retrieve items and even swap out tools to go from gripper to suction cup, depending on the item. Refrigerated doors slide open automatically. Once items are placed in a collection area, customers get a notification their order is ready. One final scan of a QR code opens the door. There's my order. Okay, that's a pretty sweet use of technology.
If you had financed the entire store and rented 4 parking spaces, it still costs less than half an employee per month cost. But being able to be open 24 hours a day.
Convenience and efficiency, but what about the human cost?
Yes, there are certain jobs that are being eliminated, but there's a whole bunch of other jobs that are being created.
That's Rich on Tech. I'm Rich DeMuro.
It's pretty cool, but a lot of us here, we had all these questions about, well, what if this, what if that? What if it just malfunctions? What if this so? No, but it's cool. We'll see if they start popping up elsewhere around the country. Will Smith and his former Fresh Prince of Bel-Air co-star Tatiana Ali reunited for a TikTok video that I'm loving, and it's featuring a special guest. Look at this. Yes, Grammy-winning rapper Doechii joined the two stars for the viral dance trend that used her new single Anxiety. Smith captioned the post, waited 35 years for this dance to trend. Remember it right here? It's the actual song Ali was dancing to in the episode that became really famous. Remember when Ashley was dancing and Will came in and he wanted to talk to her, and yeah, she was getting down. I love that. And the episode has been around for a long time. I remember this. That's so cool. I always do. When I'm watching TikTok, I try to do the anxiety challenge. Somebody do it with me. Let's do a TikTok like that. Well, that's our time for now. And a look at what's trending. A look ahead to our forecast is up next. Patchy frost possible tonight. Uh-oh, another chilly one, huh? But then, look, tomorrow, 10 degrees warmer. Oh, I tell you, mixed bag. But Jenna has it all coming up next. Stay tuned.
It's the Roast to Go anniversary. He's trusted since 1945. Introducing our amazing
The WJBF Live Viper 6 Skyview Network is sponsored by Terry Lambert Hyundai. Low prices, big selection, and committed to quality customer service. Now, your most accurate forecast with WJBF Live Viper 6.
Welcome back and happy St. Patrick's Day. A beautiful sunny day on the start of the work week. Here's a look at our Terry Lambert Hyundai Skyview cam over the Savannah River. Not a cloud in the sky, and it is a little bit chilly out there, especially because of the northwest wind of 13 miles per hour. We're sitting at 64 degrees, humidity low at 24%, and around the CSRA, very consistent temperatures this evening, around 63 to 65 degrees. There goes the cloud cover off the East Coast and our low pressure system and cold front that brought us the storms yesterday. High pressure's back in control, which means another round of sunshine for our Tuesday and a cold start to the day. Now, we will be dropping into the middle 30s, so you need to protect those sensitive plants. I know we're getting close to the start of spring, but you know how it is here in the CSRA this time of the year. Back and forth temperatures continue. Now, not everyone will see frost, but it will happen in places sheltered from the wind. So this is just an example of where we could see some of that patchy frost, but prepare no matter where you are. Temperatures will be dropping down to the mid-30s around 7 a.m. and the winds are expected to be pretty calm. Now those temperatures rebound quite a bit into the afternoon. We'll be all the way back into the mid-70s as we get ready for that first day of spring. It's now just 3 days away. Now the low temperatures are still going to be feeling winter-like over the next week. We're dropping down to 34 degrees on Friday morning, and that means some places in the CSRA could even get down to the freezing mark. We're going to reference again to the 12 seasons of the CSRA because we have been back and forth a lot lately with those temperatures. It's been feeling like spring, then winter, then spring again, and right now we are in the pollen phase, which happens often right before that first day of spring. Now high levels do continue, unfortunately, over the next 4 days. I'm sure many of you are suffering from allergies. I know I am, and when I got into my car this afternoon, it was completely yellow, to say the least. Now, our future cast tonight at 8 o'clock, not showing much rain to help wash away the pollen. High pressure staying down in the Gulf. We're going to have quiet weather over the next couple of days. Then here comes some cloud cover. So by Wednesday night, we'll see an increase in clouds, and then that is all ahead of this cold front. So this is nothing like the front that impacted the southeast over the weekend. This will just bring some scattered showers and weak storms across Alabama Wednesday night, and then it will be with us on Thursday morning. Here's a look at 10 a.m. Mostly light rain, but some heavier downpours can't be ruled out, and maybe a weak thunderstorm, but it's overall in and out, so the rest of Thursday looks good. The rainfall totals with this, not very high, only up to around 1/4 of an inch, so not going to help out with our drought too much. We're still under a moderate drought throughout the majority of the CSRA, and really we could use a good 5 more inches of rain to help out with that. Our low temperatures tonight will be in those mid-30s, so below average, but above average high temperatures tomorrow in the mid-70s. Here's a look at your 10-day forecast. It's going to be a great week overall, just that 50% chance of rain on Thursday, then another 50% chance of rain next Monday, but first, a beautiful weekend, sunny and around 75 degrees. Now back to you, Dee.
All right, thanks so much. St. Patrick's Day is here. How Krispy Kreme celebrated the holiday. We'll have the story after the break. Well, you can get a free Krispy Kreme donut today if you show up wearing green. The donuts will be dyed green in celebration of St. Patrick's Day. No purchase is necessary. Today, you might also have a chance to win a pot of gold pass, winning free original glazed donuts for a year. Those winners will be randomly selected. So have fun and get your donuts on. And that's all for this half hour. We'll have more coverage you can count on coming up next at 6, including proposed plans for an old detention center in Augusta. A deeper look into the city's options for the site up next.
On WJBF News Channel 6, brought to you by Hickson Roofing. If your roof needs fixing, call Mr. Hickson.
Discover Countersink and Showers price ranges for all your needs, including luxury installations with handicap access. Contact us or visit our showroom today. Countersink and Showers, where quality meets innovation.
This is the big one. It's the Rooms to Go anniversary sale. And we're turning every room into a reason to celebrate. Living rooms, bedrooms, and dining rooms at special anniversary sale prices.